guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. I am doing another makeup tutorial. This time it is for Rem from Re. I have a little bit of a collection of Rem cosplays now. I don't know how that started. I also have her school uniform, a bridal outfit, pajamas, the bunny version, and hopefully more soon. Thought I would do a makeup tutorial of how I do this. It's actually one of the easiest ones, I feel like, because it's only one eye. It's kind of half the work because the eyes always take the longest for me. I hope you guys can follow along and enjoy. I'd also like to give a special shout out to Shepo Photography. He bought me this awesome microphone, so if the audio sounds a little bit different, a little bit better, if I set it up right. All thanks to him for buying me this amazing microphone. I've been really wanting to up my video quality and everything, so hopefully this makes a bit of a difference. Thank you so much. Again, it makes me really happy to have your support. So first up is to put a blue contact into my left eye. I got my contact in pretty easily today, and then I'm gonna put on my primer, and I use like an NYX Angel Veil. I only got it recently, but it's pretty good. After the primer, I take concealer. I just use a Maybelline eraser concealer, and I put it under my eyes, or in this case just one eye, and my Beauty blender. And then foundation, and I also use an NYX foundation. I think I just put way too much on my hand, and use my Beauty blender to apply it. Yep, way too much foundation. Oops. Then I'm gonna use some translucent powder to set in my foundation and the base. If I need to, sometimes I usually take the same translucent powder and fill it in under my eye a little more, just to really get rid of those dark circles. There aren't any dark circles in the anime world. Next, I'm gonna take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and mark out where I'm gonna start doing my eyeliner and eyeshadow. Take a small brush and blend that out a little bit. So for Rem's eyeshadow, I usually like to use a really soft pink, peachy kind of color. I think it's really up to a personal choice, whatever you like to use, but I think that the warm pinks look pretty good against the blue of her wig and her eyes. To do her eyebrows, I usually use a little white eyeliner pen to go over my eyebrows first and then color them with an eyeshadow, a blue one, or you can use whatever you'd like really, but I think that works best for me. I also like to take a little eyebrow brush and brush out a little bit of the chunks from the white eyeliner pencil. Doing the eyebrows are always kind of my favorite, so I like to skip the parts that I don't like and then do the eyebrows. I'm blue, dab-dee-dab-die. So then next we're going to do the eyeliner. For Rem, I usually try to keep the eyeliner sort of neat and small and simple, not anything like a big cat eye, just because she's meant to be super cutesy and like have a bit of a soft rounded look. I think it's kind of cool to be able to compare while you're doing the makeup from like normal eye versus like huge eye. I did forget to do my blush earlier. It's sometimes a step that I leave to the very end once I have my wig on, just to be able to tell what the right placement kind of is. But I've done this a few times, so I think I know where I want it to be. And I'm just using like a little BYS palette that I have, using a nice pink strawberry blonde? I don't know what I was trying to say. And I usually place it quite high on my cheek in the center, rounded sort of area, because I know the wig is gonna sit around here. You can always add more blush later. And you gotta do both cheeks because they are both on show. Hard to tell because I have the light on that side. So I actually did get a lash lift recently, but I'm still gonna use mascara and put on falsies because you need that anime look. And also after putting all this foundation and powder on, my eyelashes kind of have a little bit of a makeup on them. And I'm just gonna use a Maybelline basic mascara. Got a drop. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the milk pencil under my eye because it seems to have blended out quite a lot more than I thought. And because that pencil is quite white tone, I'm gonna add a little bit of a yellow goldy color over the top so it looks tiny, a little bit more natural, a bit more softer. So then the next step is adding eyelashes, and I think this is the fun part. I get my eyelashes from Daiso, and I also get my glue from Daiso. This is the shape I have. It's a nice spiky, basic, like very generic anime sort of eyelash look. And I tried to like bend my eyelash before putting it onto my eye. I try to give it like a little bit of a wiggle so it loosens up. And when I'm putting the glue on, I try to make sure that there's a lot of glue in on both edges, because those are usually the corners of your eye where it's easiest or most likely to lift off first. And you don't want to put your eyelash on straight away after putting the glue on. You sort of want to wait a few seconds for the glue to get nice and sticky to be ready. And then I like to try and line it up with where I want it to go on my eye. Then once the top lash is on, you can stick the bottom eyelash on, and I like to use these really thin, small ones. Just make a tiny bit of a difference. And if you're worrying that it looks a little bit too extra right now, don't worry, hold off on stressing, because once you have the wig on and the costume, the makeup actually looks like so much smaller than you probably originally thought. So it's important when sticking your lower lashes on to line it up where you want it exactly. I try to line it up with the back part / the end of my eye first, and then bring it up in the corner in the middle of my eye and hold it in place for a little bit. You might need to help it. Alrighty, so eyelashes are done, and then the last step is lips, and I usually am kind of bad at lips. I've only like recently started doing them for cosplay, but I use like a very minimal amount of lipstick and try to use lip balm or lip gloss over the top, and I like that really like gradient sort of style of look, so I try to place my lipstick in the center and spread it out really gently, and then put the gloss or lip balm over the top. Cool, and so now I'm going to put my wig on, and I usually wear 2 wig caps just because I have a lot of hair to fit up under this tiny little bob wig. I've started also putting hair clips just on my wig cap to make sure that it stays on my head and doesn't slip back. I know that Rem has a part here though, so I won't put one here. Nice. And now I'm blind. Alrighty, so my makeup and wig is on, and I'm just gonna go hop into the cosplay and it'll be finished. Alright, and so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed and could follow along with my tutorial. You guys should definitely consider cosplaying Rem if you want to, because it's actually a really comfortable cosplay, except for the fact that she's blind in one eye. You're going to conventions in this, which you won't be for the near future. I would say have a friend who can help you walk around and not bump into anyone or get yourself into any bad situations. I actually have some posing tips as well if you're cosplaying Rem and have a face like me that is not necessarily like super cutesy, but I recommend like tilting your forehead towards the camera and bringing your chin like back a little. It'll make your like eyes look a little bit cuter. Also try to raise your eyebrows a lot. Like she kind of has always like a little bit of a confused like longing eyebrow. Like this is obviously just like if you want to look more like the character, but feel free to cosplay however you want. She doesn't really do like a lot of big grins. She has like cute little ones occasionally, but not like luffy. That's just one of my tips, the eyebrows and the like tilty. Obviously you only have your left side of your face to work with. This kind of doesn't really make for a very good photo, does it? Or anything. So you'll have to be creative. Thank you so much for watching. I will hopefully be making another video sometime soon, and I will see you then. Thank you, bye!